Hello guys, today I will be teaching you something very different around music, and that thing is how to understand and read solfa notation. First of all, we need to understand what solfa notation is. It is actually a system of writing music in a manner that anyone who sees it will understand that there is a meaning to every signs and symbols that is noted. So, in music, how do we know whether a sound should go high or low? We define pitch. In our previous class, we talked about pitch. Now, music is made up of sound that are usually arranged in a way to sound aesthetically beautiful. Just as we use letters A to Z to read English, musicians use special symbols and names to read music. One of such presentation of musical sound on paper in a manner that anyone who is trained to identify such symbols and names with a musical meaning is what we refer to as solfa notation. Solfa notation is a system of naming musical notes using special symbols to make singing and learning music easy. It is a musical language that uses the syllables do, re, mi, fa, so, la, ti to identify and sing musical notes instead of using letters names such as C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Solfa names of musical notes is another important thing you should know. Now, the do that you see on paper is defined as the home note where most melodies start and end with. The technical name of this first degree note is called the tonic. The re is one step above the home note. It is the supertonic note. And we have the mi, one step above the supertonic note. It is called the mediant. Fa is half step above the mediant note. It is called subdominant. So is one step above the subdominant note. It is called the dominant. La is one step above the dominant note. It is called the submediant. Ti is one step above the submediant note. It is called the leading note. Do is half step above the leading note. It is called tonic octave note. Just to complete the complete cycle of a diatonic scale. So what do you notice? You notice that there are technical names for each degrees of the note. Do is tonic, re is supertonic, mi is mediant, fa is subdominant, so is dominant, la is submediant, ti is leading note, and do higher is tonic octave. Now, talking about how these sounds are perceived using the ear, we'll be interested in discussing the concept of pitch. And in my previous video, we talked about pitch as a concept used to describe how high or low a note sound. Each of the solfa notes, when played or sung, vary in sound quality. So following the sound from the home note to ascend gives us a higher sound. On the other hand, if you are descending from the note on the top as tonic octave downward, you'll be getting low pitch sound. That is what pitch is about. In order to make this demonstration easy to follow when we are communicating sound in solfa, conducting or hand signs can also make the connection between the hand and the ear much easier to flow. So these represent the different gestures and symbols that can be used to demonstrate solfa notation. These signs of the hand gesture can help us connect what we hear with what we see for easy understanding of the different pitch, rise and fall. Solfa notation symbols and punctuations is another important thing you need to know in order to understand the full interpretations of what you see on paper. Beyond knowing the music note names and how they sound, there are other symbols we use to interpret music. These symbols also help to ensure proper punctuations for phrasing, accent, tempo, and dynamics. Now, there are symbols that are meant for beats. These are punctuations used to pattern note into time, that is rhythm. So the full beat uses the column, the half beat uses the period, the quarter beat is indicated with comma, while we use dash, which is hyphen, to represent sustaining of pitch. Then the three quarter is known with a dot and a comma. Now there is also symbols that suggest dynamics. Dynamics emphasize volume, how loud or soft a sound should be. So we have piano for soft, forte for loud, pianissimo for very soft, fortissimo for very loud, crescendo for a rising volume, diminuendo for a falling volume. So meaning gradually rising for crescendo, diminuendo gradually fainting out. Now, there's also tempo marking you should pay attention to, like in the most common, largo, which means very slow, adagio, which means slow, andante, at walking pace, moderate means moderato means moderate, allegrato means moderately fast, allegro means fast and cheerful, vivace means fast, lively, and spirited, presto, which means extremely fast. Another side of the symbols you also need to know to keep your interpretation active in check is the symbols that talked about accents and some kind of expression too. So we have the accents for stress on the note. We have the staccato, which is telling you to sing a sound or a pitch in short and detached form. We have the legato that emphasizes smooth connection. Then we talk about the tenuto. It's placed above the note also to tell you to hold the note's full value. Then the marcato, which talks about strong emphasis on the note. We'll talk about the fermata, which is where you're going to hold long. Another way to say sustain. So the accent and expression helps singer know how a note should be sung, not just what note to sing. An essential part of your learning process on understanding Solfa notation would also mean to know the time signature. And in its simplest form, would say the time signature is a musical symbol written at the beginning of a piece to tell us how many full beats are contained in a bar and what type of note receive one beat. So the how many in the number of beats is what you see on the top of the arranged fraction-like figure, while the number at the bottom is the one that tells you what type of note you are counting. Now, time signature is classified into basically three. We have the simple time signature, the common time signature, and the asymmetric time signature. Now, the simple time signature is that signature symbol that do not have more than 4 beats on the top. Usually, it's either 2 or 3 or 4. It doesn't go beyond 4. And each of these 3 items or 3 types under the simple time is having a name. When it is 2 beats on the top, it means you are working with simple duple time signature. When it is 3, it means you're working with simple triple time signature. And when it is 4, it means you're working with simple quadruple time signature. Now, on the compound time, it is simply defined as the time signature that the number of beats per measure are grouped in 3 and in multiples of 3. So they are grouped in 3, which can be separated into multiples of 3, so to say, as well. Now, the compound time, if you have 6, it means when we divide that 6 with 3, we can deduce a simple duple in a way. But instead of calling it simple time, we now call it compound duple time. Remember, there's a grouping of 3. So, compound duple time. Each of the beats up can be divided by 3 to get an equivalent part in simple time, but this time, because it's a grouping, we now call it compound. So we have the compound triple time, whose beats are usually 9. So when you divide 9, you will get 333. As such, in that grouping of 333, it perceives us to get in triple. So we have compound triple time. Then we have the compound quadruple time, which usually is 12. So when you divide by 3, you have 3333 in 4 places, which leads us to connect with the simple quadruple, but this time we call it compound quadruple time. Now, there are other time signatures that are not classified as simple or compound. This time signature use odd numbers, and these odd numbers is a combination of 2 different simple time signature with the same basement, with the same note count under, but the number on top is usually in an odd number. An example, or is commonly, let me use the word commonly. An example of it is having 5, 8 or 5, 4 or 5, anything. Then we can have 7 or 7 something, either 7 2, 7 4, 7 5, as the case may be. So when I say it is a combination of 2 simple time, for the case of 5, it could be we are joining 2 4 and 3 4. So 2 plus 3, or 3 plus 4. So how do you count it? In this case, you count, if it is 2 plus 3 by 4, for instance, it will be 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3. If it is 3 4, it will be 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3. So the strong beats, you will perceive it from the strong beat. You will perceive it from the strong beat. Now, if it is 7 anything, let's say we have 7 8, it will be either 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 1 2 3, or 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 1 2 3 4. So you might perceive that there are 2 points of accent in the arrangement. At every start, there's an energy that is being added to count with the emphasis. That is an asymmetric time signature. Now, if you are able to follow this lesson to this level, you'd want to pick 1 or 2 songs. You are going to be analyzing every of these elements or components of Solfa notation that have been discussed, so that we'll pass through it and see how you can relate them in order to interpret your music, bearing in mind that each of these components communicates something to you. So in the comment section, we want to know your reactions, your questions, so we'll know how better to still improve your understanding about Solfa notation. However, nobody just becomes good without practicing. So perfection comes with repeated mistake. I therefore challenge everyone to intentionally attempt to analyze different pieces. As you journey, you will meet very unfamiliar structures and patterns that will be very hard to interpret, but your findings will make you know more and more. Don't ever quit on the way because of challenge. Cheers. See you in the next episode. But for now, if you have questions, just drop it at the comment section and it will be duly attended to. Bye bye.